Hello and welcome. Today we're going to be talking about doing some casting, and we're talking about lost wax casting, okay? And what you got to do is you got to have a wax pattern, whatever your pattern is, made out of wax. Alright, and the basic idea is that we're going to take this wax pattern and we're going to put it in a little flask, okay? And then we're going to pour some material on that. It's like a plaster, it's not plaster. And then what we're going to do after we pour our material on there, we're going to put it on here, and we're going to take this vacuum pump and we're going to suck the air out of it. And after we suck the air out of it, we're going to take it out and we're going to put it into an oven. Okay, and we're going to burn out this wax. And then after it comes out of the oven, while it's still hot, okay, like really hot, we're going to bring it back out here and we're going to put it on here, and we're going to take this vacuum pump and we're going to turn it on. And as soon as we turn on the vacuum pump, we're going to pour our molten metal right in there, okay? And after we pour our molten metal in there, we'll give it a couple seconds, maybe 20 seconds. Then we're going to take this flask and we're going to quench it in water, and we're going to take our part out. Whatever, we're going to take our metal part out, whatever we just made, a ring or whatever we just made. But what I want to cover first, step number one that you're going to need if you're going to do lost wax casting. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to take this in steps all the way. Now don't worry about the oven part, because I'm going to show you a very cheap, inexpensive homemade oven, a burnout oven. I'm going to show you that. But this is part one. Very first thing you're going to need this. You're going to need a vacuum pump, or you can't do lost wax casting. You go to Harbor Freight, it's about $150, I believe. But you get one of these, and it's very important you get the two-stage vacuum pump, okay? They got a single stage and they got a two-stage. Alright, it's very important to get that two-stage. Otherwise it's not going to work for what you're going to need to do, okay? But the first thing you got to do, you get your vacuum pump and you bring it home, and you're going to build yourself one of these. And this is very simple. You can see I just used some thick pressed board, pressed sawdust or whatever. I've used this probably 1,000 times. And it still works beautiful every time. It's simple, it's easy to build. But what you got here, alright, you got just a basic piece of wood on top and two pieces of wood on the side that holds it up off the table. Okay, no measurements are critical here. You know, this is probably about 8 inches wide, you know, that's fine. Just probably about 6 inches tall, okay? But it's just a top piece and two side pieces, okay? You put those together, screw them down, glue them up, Alright, now you drill a hole right in the middle of this thing. Now, all you do, you go down to the hardware store, you buy you some of this hose. Now, this hose is reinforced, okay, and it won't collapse. Don't get thin rubber hose or rubber tubing that's going to collapse under vacuum. Don't get that. Get this, it's reinforced, okay. All right, now you can see all I got here is I got a 1/4 inch galvanized T right here, okay. And I got a little brass fitting with a barb on it to fit the hose. 1/4 inch fitting right here. Galvanized T, and that goes up against, right up against that hole you drilled there. Now, you want to get some really good, I guess it's like plumber's putty or liquid steel. You could probably use JB Weld, but you wanna attach this galvanized fitting right over the top of that hole that you drilled, okay? And then you put your plumber's putty around there, epoxy putty, whatever it is, and it'll get really hard. But the thing is, it's got to be airtight seal on the bottom here, okay? And then into this galvanized T, all I got here is a ball valve, okay? You can see right there, I paid $9. 1/4 inch ball valve, okay? Right there. And that is it, okay? You don't have to go, I think this whole thing cost less than $20, or I believe $25 with the hose, okay? You just attach this line right here to one of your ports. There's 2 ports. I use this side port, and I have the other port capped off. But that's it. There you go. Now,